Badwater Basin, located in Death Valley, California, is the lowest point in North America, and it consists of a dry salt flat. Or does it? Once in a blue moon, or maybe a few times in a person's lifetime, the basin returns to a lake, just like it was 10,000 years ago. That lake is called Lake Manly. Now what happened in California in 2023 is Hurricane Hillary came through in August, and that filled up the lake again. Unfortunately, Hurricane Hillary caused so much damage to the park and the roads that boating aficionados were not allowed to come in and enjoy the lake, and it wasn't until a little bit later after the lake had receded that people could come in and see it. After August, it remained a lake for a while and then started to evaporate. And during the winter, it was becoming pretty thin. However, in February of 2024, we got some atmospheric river storms that came through and filled up the lake again. This time, the lake was so large that it came right up to the roadway, so the Park Service allowed folks to bring their flotation devices. Whatever you have, kayaks, canoes, SUPs, floaties, rafts, whatever. And everyone was getting out and enjoying the fun. And then an interesting thing happened at the end of February 2024. Very high winds came up in Death Valley while I was there, and the winds were blowing up to 70 miles per hour from the south, and that pushed all the water up north and thinned it out and enabled it to evaporate very quickly. And by the time the wind settled down, the lake was nearly gone. So for me, one day I was watching people out in kayaks enjoying the deeper water, and the next day I went up to Dante's Viewpoint and saw how much the lake had changed in just one day. And subsequent to that, the Park Service disallowed any more flotation devices because they felt that it wasn't deep enough, and also they didn't want people to cause damage walking out on the salty base and causing damage with footprints. From Dante's View, it's evident how much the lake has shrunk and moved north, and as we look to the south, a formerly wet area is now dry. So what should you do? It's the spring of 2024 and there's still water there, so if you'd like to see it, you can still do so. However, it won't be as deep as it was earlier in the year. But alternatively, you can wait for another atmospheric river storm or hurricane to come through and keep your ear to the ground and see what you hear about Lake Manly. And if it does return, it's definitely a worthwhile visit, so do check it out if you have the chance. Until next time, thanks for watching.